Good morning, everyone. We're at the 2023 Hershey RV show. Behind us, we have one of the most popular Newmars. We always get questions on it. People always say, we're here to look at this model. It is the 2024 Newmar New Aire. Specifically, this is model number 3547. We're going to take you on a full external and a full interior tour to show you why this is such a popular model for Newmar. So just a disclaimer, this is a premiere. We're not gonna have a lot of editing in this, or we're just gonna go through it and take you really quick because people want that. They just want right to the meat and potatoes. So right up front, guys, the New Aire, if you're not familiar with this model, it's a 35-foot motorhome. Why this is so special? Because it gives you a lot of the luxury of the higher end Newmar motorhomes, but you have to go to 40, 45 feet, like the Mountaineer that's behind us. You get all that luxury in a small package with a big motor on the back and all the features. So you're really gonna like this, guys. New Aire right up front, beautiful front cap. You see the lane mitigation on here, collision avoidance. So if you're going down the road and it senses something that might be dangerous, it's gonna give you a little, it's like a little vibration in your butt, little correction on the steering wheel, which is really nice. All of the Newmars, as far as this price, are going to have the Comfort Drive. And what Comfort Drive is it's a steering component that it's always going to center the steering wheel. So it's going to give you more control, especially in high winds. Keep that steering center. People really, really love that. And other companies have copied it. Newmar was really the first one to bring it to the masses. And now you have Integra doing it, American Coach. They kind of have their own version of it. So behind here is going to be your generator. I believe this is going to be 8 or 10,000. I'm not sure. We're not going to open it, but this is much higher end. You'll see the price. You're probably going to see the show price. We're going to try to cover it for you.
I'll do my best.
Tell you at the end. Bus style mirrors, chromed out. Now you have the side mounted cameras, and also up front there, I kind of missed it, you have a front mounted camera on that cap that's going to be part of the 360 camera system. So when you're going down the road, when you're parking, you're going to see all around you. Gives you the bird's eye view also, which is really nice. 3547. Now when I talk about the New Aire and the luxury, here's one of the things right here. So you don't see this on the Ventana. Even over here, you see that Ventana that has like the cheaper steps. Well, this has the chromed out steps, guys. And then you open it up, really nice. Like, it has that classy look. And it's lower too. It's much lower, yeah. And this is a much smaller coach. So a lot of people who get this motorhome, they're coming from the bigger motorhome. They had the big diesel pushers and they just want something a little smaller. They want to be more nimble. You know, when you have those bigger motorhomes, it takes a lot more planning versus something like this. Now you have full body paint and you also have the door on the tension hinge. So all you have to do is you open that up, any wind, it's not going to blow that closed on you. Above the entry door, you have your awning. And then if you see kind of going all the way down the passenger side, huge awning that's going to come give you nice shade when you're at your campsite. You're also going to have the slide toppers, which we absolutely love, is going to keep that debris, everything off those slides, keep them a lot cleaner, a lot longer. Like I said earlier, let's not show the price.
It's been shown many times.
Full body paint, BASF Masterpiece finish. That's done in-house at Newmar. So you see all the design and it's just silky smooth. These are not decals, guys. This takes a long time to do. And what's great about Newmar, all of their coaches from the Baystar Sport all the way up to the top of the line King Air, they're all made on the same assembly line. So it's pretty awesome. Right before we start showing you the bays, I want to show you dual fill on the diesel. This does take 90 gallons of diesel fuel. Let's just open some of the bays here, and you're going to be surprised how much space is in this little 35-foot motorhome. It kind of has like these suicide doors. There we go. Now,
you could fit a lot of stuff in here. This
is 35 feet, guys. Let's just start. They optioned in the freezer here. Probably something we wouldn't get, but it's on a slide tray. But if you don't get this freezer, look how much space you have in there.
We like the slide trays too, right?
We do like the slide tray. One thing I like is manual, none of that push button, but you can, these locks will power lock from the inside, so one hit of the button, it will lock all your cargo bays. Bay number 2, another slide tray. Full pass-through storage, not as wide.
It's long, they're all long, you can fit so much in there.
Yep. All the doors on the Newmars, they're going to be aluminum. They have a foam insulation inside. As far as the construction of this, 16-inch on center, aluminum framing, two types of insulation, foam, and then you have your residential style fiberglass. What does that mean for you? It means in the summertime, it's going to stay cooler inside. It means in the wintertime, it's going to be warmer inside. It also means a lot of sound deadening. Let's go on to the next bay, guys. Look at the size of this. Again, 35 feet. Massive storage in here. Plenty of storage. Cargo carrying capacity, we'll talk about a little bit later. If you're looking at this over here, what is this? This is what's called the Star Foundation. Strong, true, and robust. These frames, these chassis, they come from the manufacturers. This one is on Spartan. And then Newmar in-house, in order to strengthen this up, because they're adding weight, they will custom weld the Star Foundation, makes it more square, rigid going down the road.
Don't mind the noise, guys. We're here early. They're just cleaning before
They're cleaning
the
up,
show.
making everything look nice. Look at the size of this television, guys. This is at least a 50-inch Samsung soundbar, Bose soundbar. You have multiple outlets on here, so two here, two USBs, and they even finish out the inside, so it makes everything look really nice with a carpet on the bottom. We do use our television a lot on our Newmar. You notice all of the windows are going to be your frameless windows. Look at the size of this window. You'll see that when we go inside. You'll also notice another camera, part of the 360 camera system. Let's go on to the next bay. Here's some of the electronics, but you still have a good amount of room. Also notice on every one of the bays, you have an LED light strip, which is really useful, especially when you go to state campgrounds. We're staying at a campground, super dark. You need to get something from your bay, you want that light, it really helps. Now, I want you to notice the size of this slide. Now, this is not as big, as deep as some of the other Newmars out there, but again, this is 35 feet. But do notice the paint matches the scheme. So again, you have that higher end feel in a smaller package. Get the last two bay, guys. So this one in particular is on the Spartan K2 chassis. You could also get it on the Freightliner chassis. Some people are die-hard Freightliner, some people are die-hard Spartan. I don't know what much of the difference is. Put in the comments below, guys. Double chassis battery. Here's all your maintenance that you can do on here. Let me just show you the one other bay here. It gives you a little bit of space. Again, LED light. And look how easy these guys close. You also notice an LED to help you park. So you get your docking lights. Now, one thing that really sets this apart from the competition, why so many people like this, there's other manufacturers that do 35. Why don't you spin this way? The sun looks a little better. Other manufacturers do 35 feet. Very few, I don't know really if any, that do 35 feet, side mounted radiator with a 450 horsepower Cummins in here. So 450 horsepower, 1,250 foot-pounds of torque. This is a lot of motor. Think about it. It is the same motor that's in the 4369 Dutch Star, but that's almost 44 feet. 35 feet, guys. 10,000 pounds of towing capacity. Look at the large rear cap. Again, camera here. I like how they finish with kind of like that spoiler up top. It's really, really nice. I really like the New Aire.
I love it too. You know what I don't like?
Why don't you like?
There's no ladder.
Well, that's when you go higher end, you lose the ladder, because it's all about aesthetics. It's all about the look. But yes, we do like the ladder.
Because we use that a lot.
Fiberglass roof, of course. Now, going down on the driver's side, you see the intake to get you fresh air to cool this thing off, because that Cummins is going to run hot, right? You're running diesel. Here's your side mounted radiator. Look at the finish on here. You have kind of like the chromed out finish. And also you notice that going down the bottom, all the cargo doors, you have that mirrorless finish, which is, again, really high end. Girard awnings, very similar to on the passenger side, or also on the driver's side. Of course, slide topper standard. Another slide that's going to be a bedroom slide. Let's start opening up some of the bays. Now here you go again, and sorry for the noise, there's just a lot going on here. High-end finish, so polished out finish. Sanacon, so you want to chop up your poop and send it 30 feet upstream,
Yum,
you could do that. You also have, you can manually drain all these things. You see over here they have the manual overrides. Outdoor shower. You have on here the monitor to see everything that goes on as far as what your black, your
now,
gray,
how do they
and your
have
fresh.
it? Do they have it in thirds or the percentages?
No, percentage.
See, and that's
the better way to do it.
what I like, because when you're dealing with thirds,
Yeah.
it's
you don't really
which
know.
part of the third are you
Exactly.
at? You know, so
this gives you the
percentages are
exact
great.
percentage, which is really nice. And then you have your black tank flush, whole house filtration. Everything's on a power reel. So your hose is on a power reel. Your regular power is going to be on a power reel. Really, really nice.
I think Izzy wants a New Aire.
I love the New Aire.
I know, I do too.
She doesn't like it because it's too small.
Well, it depends on the floor plan.
Yeah, I really like this. And this one is a bath and a half, which is pretty awesome.
Which is great, yeah.
Egress door, another thing that a lot of companies don't do. Newmar does it. And here's the reality, guys. Most people that are buying these motorhomes, they tend to be a little bit older because it takes a kind of a lifetime to save the money, to have the money to buy these things. So this really helps. A lot of people are not going to be able to get out a window like that size. Like, that's not a reality. But this, you can, once this opens up, you have a ladder that drops out, you can get in and out. And somebody did ask in a previous video we did, is this like a disposable door? Is it on a hinge? Or it's on a hinge, so you can open and close it, which means you can load things in and out. It's very useful. Oasis Chinook system. If anybody has not seen this, guys, this is a hydronic heating system. It runs on diesel, it runs on electric. So as long as you have diesel and electric, you'll run either or. Unlimited hot water, heat throughout the coach, very residential style, really nice. There's your power reel as far as for your power cord, and also here you go, central vac. So again, high-end motorhome, you have all those features. Here's your last slide. That is the other side of the pass-through. And come over here. I like that they did this. This is really nice. I just noticed this. Look how nice and clean. They put it behind the plexiglass, all the wiring. Taking a little bit of time. Maybe things are slowing down. They have a little more time to focus on quality and cleaning things up. They don't have to pump out as many motorhomes as they were a year ago. Now here are your double Xantrex inverters. And then and they actually build in fans. And you see over here, they have fans built right into the door to cool those.
Watch your head.
Yeah, this is kind of low. And here we go, guys. Lithium batteries.
Nice.
You have 2 large lithium batteries. This is Lithionics. These are actually made in USA. One of the few.
What is that, 250 amps?
Yeah, so it's going to be about 500 amps total. And Winnebago owns Newmar, and I believe Winnebago just acquired that company. So that's a really, they're high quality. And then coming over here is going to be the rest of your controls, will be the release for your front generator.
If anything goes wrong on your coach, guys, check here first.
Check there, check your breakers for sure. Now regarding the tires, 305s up front. Again, something this size, a lot of other manufacturers, they're gonna skimp on those smaller tires. You get the big tires on here. So let me give you some of the specs, guys. I'm gonna go right to the Newmar site. This is the 3547. And your engine is the ISL 450, 1,250 foot-pounds of torque, 8.9 liter. I want to give you some of the other specs. Allison 3000 motorhome transmission, 6-speed of course, 90 gallons of diesel fuel, 15 of DEF, that's pretty big too. I want to give you some of the weights on here. 10,000 pounds on the rear hitch as far as flat towing. Trailer is going to be 5,000 pounds if you're putting 5,000 pounds on it. And then the vertical weight is 500 pounds for the hitch. Front axle is going to be 14.6 on this. The rear is 24,000. This doesn't have a tag, so you're going to be limited a little bit more on the carrying capacity. The gross vehicle weight rating, 38.6. Combined is 48.6. The approximate unloaded vehicle weight, let that pass, 33.5. The cargo carrying capacity on this unit, 5,100 pounds. Pretty good for a small unit. Let's give you some of the floor plan specs. The 3547, it's 101 inches wide, 12.3 high, 95.5 on the interior width, 81.5 on the interior height. Gray is 60, sewer is 40, water is 105. That's pretty good, 105 gallons on a little thing like this. I'm done on the outside, guys. Where this really lights up is on the inside.
All right, guys, let's go inside. This is, I think you heard when Izzy closed this before, that is a solid, solid door. One thing I would love to see, and a lot of them are starting to do it, I think Tiffin does it, where they put the little doggy window either here, yeah, somewhere they'll put it.
They put the metal on the...
Right, to protect. So you do have the steps here where oh God, that is heavy. You're gonna get some extra storage. Great place to keep shoes and things like that. And the one up here, let me show you, this is super deep. Okay, so if you have boots or things like that, that's a great place to keep those. Let's close those carefully. Right when you walk in, you have your battery disconnect. Let me let you get in first.
You also have the locks right here. Remember I told you earlier you can lock and unlock the bays? You do it right from here, which is pretty nice.
And you'll have your step cover that comes out to cover those steps.
Let's close this to get some of this noise.
Yeah. When your passenger is sitting here, you know, you'll have that step cover closed. So you have here, your passenger can see your GPS and kind of work together there. So here's your cockpit area again. So we're working with 35 feet. It's a very nice size cockpit. You have a lot of cabinets here, and as always, you know, here's your controls and your awning lights, drapes. Okay, but some good beautiful hinges on here. Okay, that's not storage, but you can just see in there. Okay, the driver and passenger seats are swivel recline, heated, powered, 6-way powered. Very, very comfortable. Very comfortable.
Those spin around, right?
Yeah, these are swivel. Yep, they come around. So again, you'll have some more seating area. It's a small living space, but again, if you have guests or whatever, you can turn these around and have more seating for there. Beautiful dashes here. Something that I like is that you can see your tire pressure, which
is really nice.
Cool, really cool. So take a look at that, and again, here's more controls, your visors and everything that you need. Just a very comfortable cockpit, and again, it seems quite large for a 35-footer.
Well, I think part of that is the full wall slide. That really, well, quasi full wall slide, but you can see that going down on the passenger side how large that slide really is.
It really is. Now, of course, on a coach like this, you're going to have your control panels all around the coach for your lights. So that's really nice. Again, there's space throughout the coach. All right, so let's head into the living area. First of all, you have this beautiful ceiling tray. It's a mirrored tray, and as Newmar always does, as we say in every Newmar, it is going to hide the ducts. So everything is under here. So when you have your air on, it's covered. You don't see it. And when the slides are in, you still are getting that air coming out. It's all right in the center, which I like. And you have all your puck lighting. Oh, I didn't turn those lights on. I didn't get all the lights turned on.
But there's so many lights in here.
It is. It's very well lit. Do you like the color scheme in here?
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm not crazy
I was going to comment a couple of things. You know, when you see these, some people don't like this floor, and you don't want to immediately say, I don't like the New Aire because of this floor plan.
Right, there's different
plans.
There's
multiple different floor plans. The New Aire only comes in 35 feet, but if you don't like the bath and a half, you're going to give up space there, you could get a different floor plan. Or if you don't like the colors, you can get something else.
Of course, you can change the colors. I'm not a big fan of the color scheme in here. But if you do decide to get one bath, for example, another floor plan of the New Aire, losing that half bath, you'll have a whole area here where you can get a fireplace. And we've seen some other nice floor plans that include that. So again, decide, do you want that bath and a half? We need a bath and a half. I've said that multiple times because Izzy spends lots of time in the bathroom.
I gotta go to the bathroom again.
What else is new? 1.5 baths.
Shake me. It's killing me.
This is what, number 4?
Well, it's usually 3 or 4.
Oh my gosh. And then, then it's all out. All right. So let's move into here. So you have 2 nice theater seats. Again, another control panel there for your lights. And you do have some cabinets here, and again, when you have these corner cabinets, you can't open them at the same time.
Are those all connected inside?
These you can go straight down if you want to put baskets or anything in there to keep your stuff. Nice large windows there, which is great. So you'll have your nice little sunlight coming in.
Can you just stand under the slide? Because again, this is a small coach. I just kind of want to get, so it's pretty good. Yeah,
I am 5'9", and it's kind of close. I kind of clear it there. Then over here you have your Euro booth, and you have some storage underneath, which is great. Nice deep storage there. The furniture feels nice. You have your TV on a televator. So again, if you don't have that TV up. You have a beautiful window back there. The shades in here are gorgeous. I really, really like the shades. Nice touch. Then you have plenty of storage. There's your sound bar right up there. You can fit a lot of hashtag stuff in here. I do want to mention that all of the cabinets are soft close, and what I do like on here, and was compared to something we saw yesterday, everything on here is dovetailed. So if I show you, hang on, let's bring it over here, and then we'll get into the kitchen area. But you can see this is dovetailed. Yesterday, as a comparison, we were on a bunch of Tiffin motorhomes, and all the way up actually through the Zephyr, which is the top of the line, the flagship, there's no dovetail.
Wah, wah. Yeah. And so a lot of them weren't soft close either.
Yeah, so Newmar here, like, I mean, this is expensive, but still, it's not the King Air, it's not the London Air, and you're still getting the dovetail, so that's really, really nice. Okay, I think we hit everything here. Yeah. So let's move into the kitchen area. You do have a nice Samsung fridge there.
Now, that's a nice thing, because this is a full-size fridge, and again...
Yes, residential,
you're
beautiful.
On a much smaller motorhome. Now, my question would be, you know, we hold a lot of food in our little fridge, was half the size of this.
Right.
Can you option in a smaller fridge to get more room? I don't know if that's an option or not.
I don't know. That would be a good question to ask, but you do have some serious space in there. And then moving across, you have a beautiful bowl sink there. Nice sprayer. This is aesthetically...
I gotta tell you, I really like this motorhome a lot.
I don't like the floor plan, but I do like the...
This feels like a... So we stayed at... Anybody stayed at Yotel over in Times Square, in that Times Square area in New York City? This is actually way bigger than that room was.
Yeah, yep. All right, so you have some nice space in there to keep some items. Oops. Okay, beautiful counter space here. I'm going to move this out of the way. You do have your induction cooktop here, so you'll have a 2-burner true induction cooktop. Again, for a 35-footer, you have plenty of counter space and plenty of drawer space. You do have a dishwasher there and a huge drawer here to keep utensils and things like that. And then there's your nice soft close. And then here you could fit a small little garbage can or something like that.
The covers are in there also, if you see, for the sink.
Yep, so that's a nice place to put those.
Quickly, that new, we talked about, can you open up that New Aire thing?
The different colors and things you can...
So when you order these things, and a lot of people at this price point, they do custom order, but we talked about, okay, I don't like this color, but look at all the different choices that you have. We'd probably go for something like that, I would imagine.
Absolutely, yes.
And some white.
And then all the different, so you have Briarcliff, Omni, Marvella, and Pearson. So those are your different schemes that you can choose from.
Your flooring. So, and this is all real tile floors here.
Tile floors, beautifully constructed cabinetry. It's, you know, it's Amish. And
you don't realize,
it's well made.
When we went to NRVC and they had the actual custom studio there, we were moving some tiles. How heavy those tiles were. I
couldn't even lift them.
Yeah, it was crazy.
They were intense. So here's your main control panel here. So everything you'll be able to see. Again, there's the tank levels. I would love to have these percentages.
I'm gonna get a New Aire.
All right, great, done. Then you have all your lights and your battery levels, all that good stuff. All right, let's go into, so here again is the half bath. Now, as we said before, let me just get the lights on here. You have 35 feet you're working with, and here you go, in a bath and a half. So you are giving space up in that living area, but you have a decent sized half bath here, and you're going to have a lot of, this is not...
that might be an access
it's not usable. But here's your medicine cabinet. You have some 110 outlets in there. I love the mirrors that have this lighting in them. It's like a built-in makeup light, or guys for shaving. It makes it really, really easy to use.
I'm gonna get in there.
And then you have a bunch of cabinets. There's the other, you have a emergency exit there that we showed you outside.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Your egress door.
I like the finish on this. It smells like leather in there too.
Beautiful, beautiful. And the backsplash too. And what I like too, actually, which I want to mention, is that you have contrasting backsplashes. A lot of times the backsplash in the kitchen will match everywhere else.
It's like an apartment.
Right. So you have this different kind of like, what is that called? The tile that we have.
Subway tile?
Yes, thank you. It's like a subway tile look, kind of. And then contrasting out here to this beautiful, like, diagonal.
It's a weave, yeah.
Really, really nice looking. And then 35 feet, you get a huge pantry. Push to to pull out. You have a ton of space in here. This would hold about a third of Izzy's food.
Okay.
And then I like when they do this, so if you have cookie sheets or things like that, certain thinner pans you could fit in there. Plenty of room.
And people might ask, is there a carpet? There's no carpet in here.
No carpet.
No,
no
carpetless.
Then we move into here. Now this is another area where you are going to have a little bit smaller space. You're going to get a queen size bed instead of a king size bed. So if a king size is important to you, you want to keep that in mind for this floor plan.
Now, I wonder, because these are pretty big side places here, these little
To
side
maybe option
stands.
in a king.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm wondering. I don't
if
know.
you don't do the bath and a half, if you do
Yeah.
one bath, you might be able to do a king size bed. So you have some cabinets here, and you do have another right above you control panel there for your lights, which is great. And then you have some little lights that you can put on under there. And oh god, those are strong. I almost closed my thumb.
I like
in
the
there.
window they put right above.
I almost took the thumb off. Okay, yes, that almost looks like the little dog. So if you have a dog, they could just stare out there, and then 2 windows on each side. Really, really nice. Newmar always does the the tables like this, and they have always the little drawer. Now, does that side have any chargers on the end table? A lot of times you'll have 110 outlets or USBs.
It does, but it's inside.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of
Okay.
it's
Yep.
inside of there.
Yep. What I also like, guys, is these sconces. Beautiful. And then the
I like the
artwork, right? I like it. The wood is gorgeous. The wallpaper, really, really nice.
Just quickly show.
Yeah.
This is very large TV, and the way it's finished, a lot
Oh, I didn't show any of the drawers, so I forgot.
a lot of space here.
Okay, and again, these are all dovetailed through the coach. That was another thing we saw yesterday. I can't remember what motorhome we were on.
Tiffin.
There was one.
It was on the
It was
boss.
the pantry.
Yeah.
The pantry was dovetailed and everything else was not.
Yeah.
So I like the consistency in this, that it's all soft close, it's all dovetail, it's all the same. And it's well made here.
I feel
That's
like
a cute baby pig. Look at this. Look at this. How cute is that?
that's AI, by the way. That's how
I know, but it's still cute.
I feel like this is the way it's made. There's space behind this. There might be a little
Yeah.
handle in there. Just kind of looking at it.
Yeah, I don't feel it right now,
Hold on, let
but
me
that
see.
might be. You want to
look around
try?
in there. It's just the way it looks. It feels like there's something going on here. I'm almost certain there is. Yeah, there is a gap in there. There's a void.
So there may be.
So
there's
I'm not
some
sure how to get it,
maybe
but
some
if you look
storage.
behind, there's a void, and I bet you that's where the safe is. So let us
All right.
continue.
Actually, no, I believe it's in here, but
Oh,
I
okay.
could be wrong. I think I saw it in here. All right, let's get into the bathroom. So here's your full bath. So your master bath, half bath, some nice windows. You have a cabinet here you can keep bathroom items in, and you have a nice porcelain toilet. It's just what Izzy likes.
That
It's
I don't like.
electronic. So if something goes wrong,
Oh, you're screwed.
yeah. Okay, then you have your laundry in here, so Splendid washer dryer. And then you have one sink again, and something this small, you're not going to have that double sink. The drains, I love what Newmar is doing with the drains. These are very classy looking drains. Here's this is the tile that matches the half bath, so that's really nice. And then huge medicine cabinet. You got some 110 outlets in there. And I like that you have some room back here. So you got some space on the countertop, and then more storage in here. Long drawers. Again, dovetail. Nice. Nice Newmar. And then here's your safe.
And I like the
Okay.
smart door. If you notice, it's the way it folds.
So you have your extra dining chairs there. You have your safe. Plenty of room to hang clothes.
That is a large safe. You could fit a bunch of handguns in there, a bunch of money.
I was just going to say a bunch of money. Okay. Although you may not have a lot after buying this, but
That's true.
who cares? It's worth it. All right, then you have your shower here. Beautifully tiled shower. I love the pebble, the sand pebble look on the floor.
Well,
Now this
whoa, come up, do that again.
you didn't let me
Yeah.
finish. It steps down.
That's pretty awesome.
So if you are tall, you're going to get that added height. So watch, right? It comes down. That's probably a good 3 inches that you're stepping down.
Plus
So-
the ceiling arches.
Yep, you have this gorgeous rain shower. I love that kind of shower. And then you have the removable one as well. All
Just want
right.
to close you in to see how
You
it...
have Okay, you have a handle here, which is always good. Again, a lot of times we meet a lot of people that get these New Aires, and a lot of time it's an older crowd that are getting this because they want that power, that 450, but they don't want the size. So this is very cool. There is no bench in here, but I'm sure that's maybe something that you could add. And they give you a little shampoo, conditioner, body oil. We have that in ours. We like that. And yeah, it's very cool. It's a decent size. Very comfy.
I do like that they utilize a lot of vertical space, so you can see they put the towel holders right on the door, which is pretty awesome.
Yep. And then you have some holders here. You have a towel ring here. There's plenty of space. And again, I've said this before that Newmar does a really good job, especially like on that Ventana 3709. You don't feel like, you feel like you're on a 40, 45 footer almost on some of these. They do take the space and do really nice stuff with it.
To me, and I don't know, I mean, jump in the comments below and you let me know. This feels, I said it earlier, it feels like an apartment. When you step inside, once you pass that cockpit, you're like, I'm in an apartment, right? It doesn't feel like a motorhome.
No, it really
it's pretty
does.
Awesome.
And it's beautiful. It's 35 feet, 1.5 baths.
Yeah, so let us talk about the price of this, guys.
They already saw it.
Well, just in case they're tuning in late or they scrubbed ahead, you know. So what is the price of this? So the MSRP
is
on this 3547.
$693, $894. And then the show price is $547,995.
So, if you're interested in this, of course, you could always get a better price, guys. I do want to mention this also has front independent suspension, so that's a big deal. Plus, add that to the comfort steer.
Right.
It's pretty awesome. I really like this motorhome a lot. I don't know if I can convince MJ to go to 35 feet.
Look, you're talking me into a leisure travel van.
For two people with an occasional guest,
again,
this is really nice.
I'm open to, look, I'm not picky. I just like space. I want to carry some stuff, and I'm fine.
And this is actually maybe bigger inside than what we have now. Although we're longer, this is going to be wider, and you have a lot more.
But it's got 1.5 baths. Guys, 1.5 baths is a necessary for me for our next coach. Who needs 1.5 baths? Can you live with 1 bath? He says, oh, I can. Yeah, because you're always in it. You need 1.5 baths. So this would be good.
So in the comments below, let us know, what do you think about this? 4 people at this show have told us this is what they want. And it's super popular. Like Newmar sells a lot of these. If you like videos like this to the left of us, put our RV Tours playlist. We'll put our RV Newbies playlist. And for myself and MJ, thank you for joining us on this premiere. And we'll see you guys on the road.